in this question here, we have PON, which is said to be a diameter, and TM, which is said to be a tangent on this circle. And we are also told that OR is parallel to PM. And one other thing that is important is that M1 is equal to 66 degrees. So the first question here says that we should find the angle of P, right? So what we're going to do is, we know that we have a tangent of TM, which is this one here. So this tangent, because we want to identify this angle here of P, this tangent together with this chord here, they produce this angle here, which is P. So I guess you know what comes to mind is tan chord, right? So angle P is equals to angle M1, which is equals to 66 degrees. So the reason is tan chord. So this is C, tan chord theorem. So this is tan chord. And then we need to identify M2, which is this one here. So what we know about M2 is that this is given PON is a diameter, we were told, right? So this diameter produces an angle here, which is a 90 degrees. So 8.1.2. So angle M2 is equals to 90 degrees. So the reason for that is angles on semicircle. So it's angles on a semicircle. So that's how we find M2. And then we want N1. So we want to identify angle N1, which is this one here. M2, which is this one here. We also have P. Now we want to identify N1. So you're just going to use the sum of angles of a triangle, right? So it's 8.1.3. So we're going to say N1, angle N1 plus angle M2 plus angle P is equals to 180 degrees. So it's just the sum of angles of a triangle, or sum of interior angles of a triangle, which we don't know angle N1, but we know M2, which is 90 degrees, and we know P, which is 66 degrees, which is what we calculated previously, is equals to 180 degrees. So this is 0, 180 degrees. And then angle N1 is equals to 180 degrees minus 90 degrees minus 66 degrees. Therefore, our N1 is going to give us 24 degrees. So this is the answer for N1. Now, let's go to, so N1 we are done, this we're done, and this we're done. So now we want O2. So if we take a look at O2, so for O2, this is O2. We want to find O2. And for us to find O2, we need to look at P, right? Remember that we are told that OR is parallel to PM. So these are parallel. And if you take a look, this is going to be more like your F. So it's more like this, parallel and parallel. So if you remember your properties of parallel lines, this angle here is equal to this angle here, and that is corresponding angles. So meaning that this angle here of P, it's equals to your O2. Done. So our angle O2 is equals to our angle P, which our angle P is 66 degrees. So the reason for this is corresponding angles, where you can just say PM is parallel to OR, just like that. So we are done finding our angle O2, which is 8.1.4. Now it's 8.1.5. We want to identify angle N2, which is this one here. So to find angle N2, I want us to look at triangle RON. I want us to look at this triangle here. This one that is orange. So looking at this triangle here, we already have angle O2. We already have N1. We already, let me see, we want to find angle N2, and we don't know. So the triangle, the angles that we don't know, it's this one, angle R, and angle N2. So these are the angles that we don't know, but we want to find angle N2. So we're going to use that triangle. So we're going to say triangle RON, right? And what we need to note is this ON, which is this one here, ON. So ON, this part here, is actually equals to OR. So these are equal radius. That's the first thing you need to note, that OR is equals to ON. And the reason for this is equal radii, right? So if it's equal radii, then it means angle N, the entire angle N, is equals to angle R, which is the same as saying equals to angle N1 plus angle N2. So this is just an isosceles triangle. So you're just gonna combine the entire angles. So you're gonna, looking at this triangle, you're gonna say angle R plus angle N plus angle O2, it gives us 180 degrees. So the reason for this is sum of angles of a triangle. So which angle R, we said it's equals to angle N, which is equals to angle N1 plus N2. So angle R is equals to angle N1 plus angle N2, plus angle N is also equals to angle N1 plus angle N2, plus angle O2, which we calculated is equals to 66 degrees, equals to 180 degrees, right? So we are having, so the ends that we don't know, it's angle N2. So we don't know N2, we don't know N2, we're going to add together. We're going to have 2 and 2. So we have 2 and 2, and then we're going to add with the N1 and the N1, which we know as 24 degrees. So it's plus 24 degrees plus 24 degrees, right? And plus the 66 degrees equals to 180 degrees. Then we transpose everything here to the other side. You're going to have 2n angle 2 is equals to 180 degrees minus 24 minus 24 minus 66, which is 2n2 equals to, so you're going to add up using your calculator. You will have 66 degrees, then divide by 2 both sides, then angle N2 is equals to 33 degrees. So this is your final answer for angle N2. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, suggestions, or comments, please write them in the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos.